Hello, hello, wonderful people. Welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. My name is Jess and I'm from Ethereal Essence Holistic Therapy, and today we are going to dive into another one of these fantastic Pick a Card readings. And this card reading today is going to be, what do you need to do to rediscover yourself? What kind of steps do you need to take in order to feel comfortable and happy in life and just to get back on the right track? And it'll kind of help to give you a little bit of information about maybe what's going on with you, some guidance to kind of help move you through the situation and essentially become your greatest and best self. Even though you're your greatest and best self all the time, we're gonna make that even more great and even more bestestest. So if you haven't done a Pick a Card reading before, take a look at all of the piles here. We have 4 piles. This is pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. If there's a pile you're particularly drawn to, you can choose that one, or you can take a moment, pause the video, meditate, and decide what really tickles your fancy here. We have an apophyllite crystal here. We have a lovely onyx, a zebra jasper, and an aventurine. So go ahead and choose the card deck pile thingamabob that you feel most drawn towards. There's no wrong answers here, guys. Don't even overthink it. Just go with your gut. So we're going to start with pile number 1. So I'm going to move all of these other guys out of the way, and then we'll kind of just slowly go through the different decks so we can kind of see what's going on in your life. You got this. You know you got this. We're going to help you find your way and rediscover some of your badassery self. So we're going to just go ahead and slide that right into the lovely center of this circle here. So this is our apophyllite crystal. This one is very cleansing. It helps you connect with the angels. So right off the bat, this is a very purifying and cleansing crystal. So I'm getting right off the bat that maybe you need some cleansing to lift some things out of your life a little bit, as well as to maybe reconnect with some of your spirit guides. As well, in this reading, we're going to be doing a charm reading too. So we're going to do some charm casting. So we're going to make it lots of fun. So I'm going to put that little guy up there, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to put these 2 aside. So these will be our little addition cards. And we're going to go ahead and boop, boop, boop. Okay, so I have created this new spread that I'm really enjoying so far, and it's the, let's just move this into view a little bit more. Does everybody see that? Is that looking okay? Checking the camera there. Yeah, we're good. So this is my little person. You got the head, you got the shoulders, the hands, the center here, and then we have the little feetsies. So essentially this is going to help structure the reading where that I kind of know what's going on in your mind, what you can control, what you can't control. So let's take a peek. What do you need to do to rediscover yourself? So let's go ahead and start to see what you're thinking about initially. So what is the prevalent thing that's going on in your mind? Okay, so I am seeing King of Swords, which is kind of like a very thought-provoked person. They really have a lot of ideas. They're a real visionary. They make things happen, and they have a lot of intelligence. So I'm seeing you're a very intelligent person. I'm seeing that there's a lot of mental energy going on here. But the thing is, I feel normally that you're quite a well-structured person in terms of your thinking, but right now it is just not working out for you. Maybe you're going through some difficult times, or maybe you're questioning some of the ways that you're thinking or your belief systems. I'm feeling like there's just a lot that's shifted for you mentally here, and I feel like this is thwarting you. Maybe you don't believe your own thoughts or your own visions or ideas anymore, because I am seeing a lot of power with this King of Swords. A very strong, very intellectual energy, sort of like ninja energy, like James Bond sort of energy, but like reversed. More calculated and more clever. As you think of, a king is wise. So the king really has that ability to bring forward knowledge, but I'm definitely feeling like this is stifled for you. Are you not trusting yourself? Are you not trusting what you know? King of Swords is definitely calling you to take a look at some of the ways that you're thinking and the ways that you're bringing yourself forward. Excuse me, I had a sip of tea. In that sense. So I'm sorry that you're struggling through that, because that can be extremely frustrating, especially if you're feeling like normally you have your thoughts collected, you have your shit together, all your ducks are in a row, and then right now you're not feeling it. You're not feeling that strength in thought. You're not feeling like your ideas are being brought forward properly, and you're feeling stifled. And I'm definitely seeing, being a swords, this is a real mental energy. Let's take a look at what's weighing on you here. Okay. Okay, you're trying to find balance. Look at this. We have Two of Swords. We have some decision making here. So there may be a decision. You have to make a choice between something, and you're just like, oh my God, I have no idea what the hell to do, which direction to take, because the energy is stifled. So you're maybe feeling like, am I even ready to make this step? So this is really weighing on you. I'm seeing the energy is confused. The energy is like, which way do I take? This could be anything from deciding, do I want to stay in a relationship? Do I want to have this job? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? I feel like it's a choice of two. So there's this thing that's really weighing on you, and you're having a lot of difficulty with it. I am definitely seeing, because of the two, of the nature of two in this. And I'm seeing also with the Temperance, this is also balanced, but this is also reversed. So having it play into the Two of Wands, which is an action card. So you know that you need to take action, but you're confused, because this King of Swords represents confused mental energy. So whereas otherwise a strong mental energy, I'm seeing that you're conflicted, and I'm seeing that it's a lot of emotion. A lot of emotion that's playing the part here. With the Temperance card, it represents balancing all of the aspects of your life, essentially, and especially emotional. So I'm seeing that you're maybe influenced a little bit too much by emotion with this reading, with this situation as well. So to rediscover yourself, you're going to need to realize that these things are thwarting you. There's a decision, there's an action that needs to be made. I'm seeing that the Two of Wands is like, yeah, you need to make a decision. There is a clear decision you need to make. But you keep maybe weighing the options a little bit too much, because you are very clever and you are very smart. You have a lot of mental energy going on, but overthinking it too much, trying to plan too much, can actually stifle action. It can stifle where you're going in life and the decisions that ultimately need to be made, because you're stuck in this mental energy, this mental space that's causing a lot of conflict with you. So it's just like Two of Wands, Temperance, I don't know what to do. I don't know if this will bring me emotional fulfillment. What is this looking like? Is this going to make me happy? But ultimately, these are definitely the things that are sitting heavy on you. So there's a lot of mental energy in the Swords, and then the weight of these two, this is the decision that you need to make, is feeling like it's like, So it's stifling you moving forward. It's stifling your growth process as well. So let's take a look at the heart of the matter. The Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit. So I'm feeling like maybe you're feeling like this is causing you to isolate a little bit. It's causing a lot of confusion. So it's creating this internal energy. And I'm feeling like maybe you're a little bit scared to reach out to other people to ask for help, or even connect with maybe other people that can help you make these decisions. Maybe these decisions aren't necessarily just yours to make. I'm seeing the Hermit having a lot of internalized, introverted energy. The Hermit is a very internalized energy. So I'm feeling like you're having a difficult time expressing and working with other people in the sense of like this situation, where I'm feeling like you're very internal. You're just kind of going inside your head. You might not be sharing your thoughts and your ideas, and that's really kind of fueling all of this, which is making it even more confusing in your thought process, because you're keeping it all inside. This is how you're feeling inside. You're feeling like you don't want to share. You want to like be inside of yourself. But at the same time, you know that you need to come out of this space in order to actually make this action happen. But right now you're feeling very, self-preserving, hibernating in a way, just a little bit nervous and a little bit afraid. And that fear doesn't necessarily have to be a fear that you're actively experiencing, like a phobia, but fear in itself can actually stop you from doing action. So an uncertainty, a fear of failure can manifest as inaction. It doesn't have to be like a very obvious fear or phobia or something that's popping out and that's super obvious. I'm seeing that there's a lot of energy in here. It's just kind of like contained in your space. You're feeling like maybe you don't feel safe. Maybe you're not ready to come out. Are you sure? This kind of like the hermit. I see him coming out of a cave, like a long period of isolation, coming out of a cave and kind of rediscovering the world in a way. So this is an internalized energy for sure. So I'm feeling like I would really love to flip over these two things because these are the things that you have control over. These two cards here, they're going to give you an idea of what you can use and what you can have control over so you can kind of get a grip on the situation a little bit. 4 of Wands. Oh, and 2 of Pentacles. Oh, look, another 2. Go figure. Your number is 2 today in the grand scheme of numerology. Huzzah. 2 of Pentacles, seeing like, okay, logic. I'm seeing some logic here. So there's decisions that you need to make financially, materially. This you have control over. You have control, maybe not of your emotions right now, but of the practical aspects, you definitely have control. So maybe you need to make a few choices, but ultimately I'm seeing a nice balance here. So you're going to be able to balance like the logical, material aspect of life quite well. And you're going to be able to take what you need and leave behind what you don't need. So some of these decisions and these choices you are able to make. Just take a lot of this confusion out of it. Go with your gut. Think of the practical sense. Being in the practical space, writing out a list, making it actually solid so you can look at it and be like, yes, I know what I need, I know what I don't need, pros and cons even. This is representing duality. I'm seeing a lot of duality. There might actually be another person involved in your situation too, because I'm seeing 4 of Wands. This is representative of commitment and happy home life. So you have control of your home life. You have control of your space. This might actually be about moving or committing to somebody, or making a decision about a relationship. But I am definitely seeing that there is a lot of decision in terms of family and home life. This you have control over though. Like all of this emotion, maybe you're just not really sure if you want to have this life, but I'm seeing things positively aspected here. I'm seeing the 4 of Wands really shining through and being like, yeah, it's positively aspected. These are very positively aspected cards representing the balance of your material possessions in your home life. You're going to be okay. You're going to come through this. Just make sure that you connect as well with the people that you love and the family around you to help you make this choice, and trust. Don't be so much in this mental energy because you can think about it for like years and years and years, months and months and months, days and days and days, whatever. It's not going to help you because you're just focusing a little bit too internally. You need to be externally. You need to see some teamwork happening here. You need to work together with other people, and you need to kind of come out of this hermit energy because it is stifling you, my friend. It is creating this need to detach. Well, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, think about it as well. Like the hermit is an introverted card associated with the 4 of Wands, which is a very family-oriented card. See this little buddy's happy. Look at, he's got like lots of happy family. There's a kid, there's bunnies. Everything's just super wonderful. Maybe it's a period where you're coming out of like a bachelor pad, or like maybe you're coming out of a period of isolation. You're going to move in with people, or you're going to commit to a family, or there's something that's going to be going on. But I am seeing that there's like a lot of emotion involved in this, which makes sense. And it's okay that you're experiencing all of this emotion, but just recognize that the mental energy is leaving you a little bit mixed up, which is okay. That's all right. It's a very like emotional, confusing time, trying to balance things and try to figure things out. totally okay to be experiencing what you're experiencing. I just want to validate that there is nothing wrong with the way that you're feeling. This is simply just going to give you a little bit of insight to maybe kind of help push you in the right direction, because I want to see you succeed. Yay! So we're going to pop over to the bottom card. So the stability cards. Oh, look! Would you look at this? Look at this. You have another 2. What is going on with 2? I am definitely seeing. Look at this. You are okay. This is definitely 100% including another person, because boom, right here, the 2 of Cups is like relationship cards, love cards, bonding, duality. There's duality going on here. Okay, if you can't see this, this is crazy. I love it. This is good crazy. So the 2 of Cups, yeah, okay, so this is going to give you stability. This stable relationship here, there's a really good, loving, kind relationship here. That's really going to help you through the situation. And keep in mind as well that this can also represent the self. So feeling comfortable with yourself and having a good relationship with yourself, as well as looking to another person to help guide you through this time, so you're not stuck in this lost mental energy. Because I'm seeing, again, Ace of Swords as well. So like we have like the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So it's just like wisdom and beginnings, but they're both upside down. So I'm seeing like in order to get this off the ground, this letting go of this mental need to know exactly what's going on before you start is going to help you move forward. Because sometimes like in perfectionism, we try to like know every single possible thing, think of every single outcome, which is fantastic, but it can really get you into this really confusing mental state. I know, I've done it, I've been there, I get it. But the Ace of Swords here is telling you to let go a little bit of this mental control and just let things flow a little bit. I'm feeling like this need to control so much in your own head and your own mind, and like putting this decision almost like solely on you. Like you need to make a choice and it'll be permanent and it'll be forever and like all these really intense things. No, it does not have to be like that. And I'm seeing a lot of really good support here coming from this 2 of Cups energy, coming from this family energy, lots of love here. So come on out of your little tiny shell. Are you a water sign? You got to get you Cancer, maybe something along the lines, a little bit more internalized energy, maybe a water sign. I'm definitely maybe water sign or air sign. I'm getting here with the a lot of the Sword energy, and then the Hermit and the emotional stuff going on. A lot of love, a lot of good things going on here. So essentially, yeah, that's pretty much like all I can really pull out of this like main deck of cards in this main spread. I'm hoping that this is giving you good insight. So I'm gonna pop over to the Oracle cards, and then we're gonna do a charm reading for you guys as well. Okay, prophecy, guidance, and direction. Ooh, how fancy. Let me just open the door and you see that's fantastic. Prophecy, guidance, and direction. So understanding the direction you want to take, tying into the 2 of Wands. So you got to trust your own guidance as well as trust those that are involved in the situation's guidance too. So let go of the need to control this mental energy. This is just definitely a reinforcing card. Because there is a choice, a direction that you need to take, emotional things that you need to balance. So just trust yourself, trust your intuition, and trust the people around you. And connect with your soul family. Wow, so family. So it's really important to connect with the people that make you feel good, that make you feel connected to yourself. Who makes you feel really, really good when you're around them? You know, me just saying that is gonna pop a face right into your head. So this doesn't even necessarily, this collaboration, this control can also mean friendship too in the 4 of Wands. You can have some friends or people that you consider to be family, people that you trust. Truly, they will give you guidance, and don't look at it like it's anything that's negative. They truly want the best for you. And I'm seeing that there's a lot of loving and supporting energy here. So trust that this will go okay. This will help you rediscover yourself by reconnecting with your soul family, reconnecting with yourself, and then the people around you, because this internalized energy just is not working for you anymore. You can still have space, you can still have time, and you can still have your own autonomy and your own thoughts. But reconnecting with your heart, with those that are around you, is going to be phenomenal for your growth. It's going to be phenomenal, and it's going to take a lot of this mental confusion away. So, it's time to do a charm reading. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. It's terrible. So I'm gonna just mix these guys up here, and we're just gonna toss the charms in. Alrighty. Let's take a peekaboo here. Okay. So you guys can see all. Okay, you can see them all. I can't see them all. All right. Oh, that's funny. Look, we have a little lion here. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so the lion, initially, the first thing that pops out to me is the Leo energy. A lot of fiery passion, a lot of excitement, generosity, and like this little friendly is right here too. And this right by the next to the Aquarius sign. So the Aquarius, the water bear, which is really interesting because the Leo and the Aquarius are astrological opposites. So I'm seeing maybe in this spread, and oh, holy smokeroonies! There we go. I'm gonna fix that. There we go. Almost died there, guys. That was close. Okay, so the lion and the Aquarius energy are, again, duality, like the opposite, astrological opposites. It's really neat. That's really cool. I love that they're right beside each other too, and friendly. So this is maybe the energy of the other person. They might be a fire sign. They might be a little bit more, stubborn, lion-like, and they could have a lot of like fire in their influence. So I'm just gonna go ahead right over here because I'm seeing this tourmalated quartz here. Look at that. I picked this up yesterday. Isn't that crazy? This represents a lot of like stress and mental energy, and it's kind of hiding in the corner. So like, this is you. This is you over here. Boop. Way over there. And I'm seeing, what is like a lot going on over here? We got a bloodstone, which is really grounding and really intense, and it's also attached to what is this? The Taurus. So a lot of stubborn bull-like energy. Got a lot of astrology signs in here. So Taurus bull energy. So like a lot of family too. Like the Taurus is like the family. I'm just going to try to like focus that. Trustworthy says on the back of that. So it's like family over there. So you're trying to find your roots. You're trying to find where you fit in, like what family is to you. Maybe you're moving away from your family or you're starting this new relationship. But I'm definitely seeing that there's a little bit of confusion here. Interesting enough, because you got the apophyllite crystal at the beginning. The quartz here. This is a nice, lovely quartz geode. Right next to the leaf. So you're turning over a new leaf. You're cleansing your palette. You're cleaning up your slate. Maybe you're trying something new. You're going into a new situation. Again, I'm seeing that, yeah, you're cleaning up your act here, and you're getting your shit together. You're getting your ducks in a row, and then turning over the new leaf there. Definitely seeing some new beginnings. This is kind of hiding here. Little flower here, so that's representative of beauty, a very beautiful flourishment, blooming. So you're kind of coming into yourself. You're really opening up, and you're just connecting with the world. You're like a lotus. You're blossoming. That's fabulous. It's so fabulous. And then we have I love the little amethyst over here too, which represents intuition. So you're building your intuition at this time too. Again, it ties into the top cards where you're trusting your gut, making sure that you're following what feels right for you, and do not overthink it. Just kind of go with what you feel, as well as being practical about it too, because Capricorn's here. Capricorn's telling you, get your finances in order, get that logical stuff in order, which also ties into the Two of Pentacles that was in your reading. So balancing your finances, consulting people that are a little bit better with that aspect of things, and, Capricorn, ambitious, but it did land this way up. So I'm seeing that there needs to be some order in that sense. And then finally, oh, honey, you got a commitment ring. Oh, this is commitment right here. So consider what commitment means to you. Consider what you want to commit yourself to and really find passion in that. Because I am seeing that in the long run, it's gonna pay off. It's really going to pay off. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop over to this one. Work, I don't think so. I'm seeing like a little bit of laziness here. Not to say that there is anything wrong with that. And I'm not insulting you. I'm saying it's laziness in the sense of you're stifled mentally. So you're not really putting in the work that you need to in order to kind of move through this. And that's okay. That's totally fine because it's a lot of mental energy and it's a lot of emotional energy. But ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. That's what I am seeing from this reading here. Wow, what a fantastic reading, guys. You're going to be doing so totally fine. Like, believe me, you got this. Just connect with those people that make you feel really, really good in your life, and that support you and believe in you, even if, even if what you're doing isn't necessarily working well with what they want. Just being able to have that open dialogue and that communication is going to help you establish yourself. Well, if you loved this this reading here, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you would love more. I love doing these, so feel free to do a suggestion of what you'd like to see in terms of questions. So this one's kind of like, how do you rediscover yourself? But if there's something in mind that you'd love to like have a little reading on, I'd be happy to do that. I'm totally open to new ideas because you guys got a lot of good ideas. All right, so much love to you. Best of luck with this situation. I really wish you the best, and you're going to get through this just fine. No problems. Congratulations on being fabulous. Okay, move all this out of the way. Let's get out of here. Skadoodle. We's going to find deck number 2. This was deck number 2. Yeah, this was the right one. Sometimes I'm worried about getting them mixed up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this deck number 2, really? Like, if I messed it up, that would just be the end of life right there. So this is the onyx. This is onyx. This is some deep stuff here, and there's a little bit of green in here, so I'm seeing some heart. It's like a deep one. Just gonna straight up, the onyx is just gonna be deep. Deep, deep, deep. Yucky. But good yucky. So group number 2, what do you need to do to rediscover yourself? I'm going to pop these extra little cards over here. Badoom, badoom. I'm going to put that there. And then we're going to go ahead and deal out these fabulous cards. So this is my human spread. It's my little guy. He looks like a little Minecraft guy. So this is the head, the shoulders. I'm going to move this a little bit more. It's my OCD, all that stuff. It's got to be straight. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be prettyful. There we go. So today we're going to figure out, what do you need to do to rediscover yourself? Move that up. Move that up. Move that up. Move that up. So we're going to take a look, and we're going to pop right over to the top card, which is the head card. So what is prevalent? What are you thinking about? Like, what's going on in your mind? What's clouding your judgment? What's improving your judgment? So let's take a peek. How can you improve your fabulous self, if that's even possible, right, guys? Okay. Boom! The Hierophant. Ooh, so are you a student? Are you a student? You might be a student, or you might be learning something, or there's some learning going on here. You're having a hard time registering information. You're having a hard time learning and being dedicated and feeling committed to what you're learning. This doesn't necessarily have to represent school, but honestly, like, just the Hierophant right off the bat, I'm like, oh, that's like a student, which is great. For some reason, that's all that's literally popping up for that one. There's a lot of focus to like study, towards study, but it's a lot of stifled mental energy. Like, maybe you're feeling like you can't really do this, you can't really learn properly, you're not registering information in the way that you'd hoped. Maybe you're worried about the direction that you're going in school, or the direction you're going in life, what you need to learn, what you need to study, what you need to understand, and what your passions are. There's like a little bit of a misdirect. So normally the Hierophant upright would kind of represent an educational leader or teacher or something like that. But I'm feeling there's a lot of stifled energy too. So like, I'm also picking up a second thing from this. Could also be like, there is somebody in your life that has like a bit of power over you, or there's like an institution that's power over you, or you're just feeling like it's not balanced. You're feeling like maybe you're not being respected, or you're not being able to learn in the way that you'd hoped you would learn. There's just like a lot of things going on in that regard. I'm just going to pop over to the shoulders right off the bat. What's weighing on you? What is weighing on you? High Priestess. So that's kind of representing your intuition and representing your highest self feeling confident in yourself, and having like with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, there's like a lot of like really intense and clever, smart energy. But due to the situation, I'm seeing that there's a little bit of a stifling here. There's a lot of female energy. There's a lot of feminine energy here. The High Priestess is something that maybe you're not entirely sure if you're going the right path in terms of this education, in terms of this knowledge. For some reason, this reading is very interesting. Like, I don't know, I'm getting like a lot of like weird energy from this reading. High Priestess. Could be even like a corrupt female in your life. Corrupt feminine energy? Is this your energy or is this somebody else's energy? The High Priestess, representing intuition, is weighing on you. It's really weighing on you. And with the Five of Pentacles too. You're feeling like the Five of Pentacles represents like struggle financially, but I'm definitely seeing that you're going to be coming out of this struggle. So like maybe you really hit this place of feeling like you were withdrawn, left out in the cold, but I'm seeing that this is also very internalized energy. So the Five of Pentacles represents sort of feeling like, am I getting enough? Is this enough for me? It's really interesting. These top three cards are just really fascinating to me. Is there abuse of power going on here? I really feel like there might be. There might be somebody that's like manipulating you or confusing you or having power over you, and I'm seeing like this is stifling you. Somebody else has a choice in where you're going. It's the onyx stuff. It's straight up. It's the deep. The onyx stone that we had here. Somebody's stifling you. Like, is there something that's in the way that's creating this blockage? Because I'm seeing that you're trying to move forward. You're trying to learn. You're trying to understand. Could be student. Could be like a teacher. Could be a parental figure. Somebody that you would normally look up to or normally have faith in. I just feel like is not necessarily influencing you in a way that's productive. I'm just gonna keep motoring through this so I can kind of understand it a little bit more. Eight of Wands, boom, a lot of fiery action movement. So you're feeling like you want to move forward. You're feeling like, boom, I need to get stuff done. Eight of Wands represents a lot of really quick, fast energy. You see the volcano in here. It's like, boom, like you want to erupt. Like, are you feeling really angry? Are you feeling really frustrated here? Because I'm seeing this like a lot of emotion, a lot of feminine energy building up here, and a lot of like, you know, a lot of stifled energy here where you're going to feel like you're going to blow up. So you need to vent this out. You need to get rid of this. Like whatever this is, I'm not sure. I can't tell you for sure, but I'm seeing that there's a lot of really conflicted stuff in here. With the Five of Pentacles feeling like, you know, you're left out in the cold. You might not have everything that you need, but I'm also seeing that it's kind of more of a state of mind too. Because the High Priestess represents kind of feeling like that emotional empowerment and that balance. So there's a lot of like feminine pent-up energy here, a lot of pent-up energy. And it's the whole pent-up energy of this reading is just making me feel like stressed out for you. I'll just take a deep breath for that. I'm sorry that you're feeling so volatile. Like I'm feeling volatility, but it's just frustration. You're feeling so frustrated. You're feeling like you're not moving forward. You're feeling like, what the hell am I going to do? You're trying to like trust your intuition, but like all of these other things are getting in the way. And it's creating this cloud of like, am I doing the right thing? Do I even care about what I'm doing anymore? Should I even trust the people around me that are helping me out? Is there somebody in your life that's controlling you, that has power over you, that's creating these feelings of volatility? Do you feel like you're powerless? Because I'm feeling that there's a feeling of powerlessness here. You feel like you can't really take control of your life and it's pissing you off. You're like, oh, why? And then, yeah, the emotional energy, very powerful, empathetic, kind, loving energy, but there's just a lot of frustration with a lot of these more practical aspects. So with all of that said, let's take a look at what you have control over. Boom. Boom. Oh, guys, you're fine. You are good to go. Let me tell you, 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, abundance, love, balance, happiness, literally paired with the World card, guys. Come on. The two really good cards in the entire spread. These you have control over. You can have a very loving, happy, balanced life. And you will get what you want because you're driven and you're smart. So don't feel frustrated by not necessarily getting to the place that you want to go right away. Have that patience. Have that time where you're taking that downtime. You might not feel productive because you're trapped in this, like, you don't feel like you have control because you're trapped within this certain system of thought and certain system, like school or like work, or there's something that you feel like is creating this creative block in you. But honestly, let me tell you, you're going to be fine. You have a lot of control over the direction in which your life is going. You can make those decisions. And you can move forward with this passion, because 8 of Wands is very like fiery passion. You want shit to go down now. But let me tell you, it's going to take some time still. It's going to take some time, but you will achieve the 10 of Cups. So in the meantime, fill your life with tiny, small accomplishments. Find this emotional fulfillment in everyday life and little things that you do. Despite the fact that you're trapped in the system, you can operate out of the system. You can still be this wonderful, intuitive self, this empathic person that can connect with the deeper aspects of themselves. Just don't be so focused on creating this balance in this more rigid environment, because you might not necessarily find, you're not gonna find this creative flow in this rigid environment. You need to branch out. You need to be creative. You need to do the things that you need to do and express a lot of this energy that's pent up inside of you, because there's a lot. You got the Hierophant down here too, but it's upright. Look at these major arcana too. This is a really intense level of emotion that you're experiencing, and a big transition period for you too. The Hierophant upside down in the mental space, but realistically, the Hierophant is actually going to help you. You're feeling like it's like stifling you, but it's actually going to help you create a system of structure for yourself. So when you do get out into the world, when you do apply the skills that you're learning, you're going to be able to balance them a lot better. So stop looking at this stifled energy as something that's stopping you from being who you are, because it's going to give you the necessary tools to achieve your dreams, to achieve what you need to do in the world, and to create this emotional fulfillment for yourself. Because I'm also seeing the Wish card down here. You're very smart, you're very clever, and you also don't like to conform, which is fine, which also makes it very difficult when you're feeling like you're thwarted. But know that you still have all of that creative power, that high priestess energy, that Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune, the world, all this really strong, powerful energy is really going to help you move forward with your dreams and allow you to get what you desire. So realizing that structure is necessary for what you want to succeed in. You're going to have to embrace it. I know it's annoying and it's frustrating, and you might not necessarily feel like you want structure in your life. But listen to yourself, listen to the teachings of structure, because some of it, it doesn't have to apply with everything that you're learning in life. So if there's somebody that's giving you advice that you just really don't want to hear, actually weigh it. Stop rebelling against this advice, because it might actually be helpful for you. Stop seeing it as a way to control you and seeing it as a way to guide you. Because I am seeing that ultimately you will be able to achieve what you want to achieve in listening and opening your mind to new ideas, new structured ways of thinking, and it'll give you the happy, fulfilled life that you want, because this 10 of Cups is wonderful. The Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant, they're going to give you that stability. So follow your dreams. Know what you want, number 1. Number 2, listen to the advice of people that know what's going on, that are wiser than you. You're not unintelligent. You're an intelligent person, but just allow this volatility to just dissipate, because it's not needed. It's not welcome, and it's just causing a lot of distress for you. And you can disperse it in a way. You can put a lot of this passionate, squirrely type energy into, learning and studying and understanding, and that'll help to move you forward. Ultimately, that's going to get you out of the rut. So let's pop over to your clarifying cards. The Solitary, dedication, self-love, and focus. So again, with the Hierophant, being studious, focusing your energy on the things that you want them to be focused on. A lot of energy inside of you. So figure out what you want and aim to succeed. There's a kitty cat in here. Hello. Hello. You need to get down off the table there. But yeah, so focus on what you want, on what you desire. Move forward with that energy, because there's a lot of beautiful energy here that you can carry forward to your dreams. Make it all come true. Just be okay with being a little bit structured in that. It's going to be all right. Don't sweat the small stuff. That too, okay? So if you're finding that you're having a setback, or you're maybe feeling like, oh, that piece of advice is useless, I'm never going to listen to this person again, don't sweat it. Okay, no, you don't have to take every piece of information that people give you. You can make your own judgments on that and ultimately choose for yourself, which is great. I'm going to do a little charm casting for you as well, give you guys a little bit more in-depth information. And do a little, just going to, all right, just going to move this here. So this is what we got. 20. And we have the little this. So there's a little bit of thwarting of transformation. I'm seeing some stifled creative energy here on top of that. So that's some stifled creative energy. We have the lovely butterfly pin, but it's upside down. So I'm seeing like, yeah, you're having a hard time like with this creative aspect in this system, and you're feeling like a turtle on your back. You're feeling a little helpless in controlling your situation, but that's okay. That's the place that you need to be. Stick to your roots. Stick to tradition, what you find valuable, your core values, your roots, family members, things like that, that will really help you understand what's going to be happening in that sense, as well as like maybe, you know, if there's a belief system that you once believed in, or maybe this is tying into a particular belief system, it will help give you more structure even in that sense. So this could be religious or spiritual structure as well. And the 20-sided die, boom, 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 boom. You got a 20. Yeah, you got a boom 20, which is a really good sign, because I'm seeing that, you know, everything is kind of coming into fruition for you. Like the biggest number, the highest, you know, the highest roll, the most fortune, Wheel of Fortune, Hierophant, a lot of really good things going on for you. So don't worry so much about the little things and just let life happen as it's coming. I hope this reading was helpful for you, fabulous group number 2. Go ahead and give me a like if you enjoyed this reading. Much love to you, and good luck with your situation here. Yeah, I'm really wishing you the best. And I'll see you next time. We're just going to move all this out of the way. We're going to pop this bad boy in here. We're going to just slide that in there. There we go. Hey, what's going on, group number 3? We got some zebra jasper here. Look at this spunky little guy. Isn't he cute? Like a little Dalmatian or something. Ooh, speckled, speckled, speckled. I like this. This is super fun. This is super cute. So I guess we'll see what happens. What happens in this deck? Oh, I guess we shall see. I'm going to move these guys off to the side. Now, what are we what's gonna reignite your spark? What's gonna bring you back to yourself? What's going to reignite your path and your journey and help you find and rediscover your fabulous self? Well, let's find that out, shall we? We'll pop into the mental space. Da-na-na-na. Okay, Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands represents new ideas. So you're thinking about doing something new, which is wonderful. Getting excited, maybe planning life. It hasn't taken action yet, but you're having a lot of super fiery, fun mental energy, which is fun because it ties into the zebra jasper too. Lots of fun energy there. That's just kind of what I'm getting from this little guy. He's a little spunky. Ace of Wands, so representing new ideas, thoughts, passions. There's a lot of things going on in your mind. You're like, yeah, okay, like thinking about this is an idea, this is an idea, this is an idea. You might be a little bit more of a fiery personality. You haven't acted on it yet. I'm seeing just from the initial Ace of Wands, this is a very new idea. So this is a new path for you, maybe a new path for you. Let's just pop over to the shoulders and see what's weighing on you. All right, the Fool, the Queen of Wands. Oh, hello, fire energy. Are you a fire sign? Maybe you might be. So the things that are weighing on you, Queen of Wands. So you're very powerful. Are you scared of your own power? Are you scared of your own motivation, your own drive, your own impulses? Because Queen of Wands represents a lot of sparked up, fiery, passionate, loving energy. A lot of really strong energy here. But it's on your shoulders. Are you worried about being too over assertive? Look at her. She's fabulous. She does not want to be stifled. She's like, I know what's going on. I know what I want. I know what I need. But on the other hand, the Fool. You're having a hard time humbling yourself. You know, you have a lot of this energy. You have a lot of this drive. But the Fool reversed is having a hard time taking risks. Do you believe that you're capable in starting these new ventures or these new ideas? Or are you feeling stifled by maybe your lack of information, your lack of knowledge in certain departments? Because I'm seeing that you have the ideas. I'm seeing that you have the strength and the power, but you're questioning it. That's where a lot of the confusion comes in. Because when you start to question those like amazing, awesome aspects of yourself, then this doesn't really turn into anything else but an Ace of Wands. There's no progression. There's no way to really power through this fiery energy and allow yourself to feel fully fulfilled, because you're not taking action. You're feeling like you're trapped, you're stuck. But you have the power. You do. I'm going to just look what's in your heart, what's in your core, what's in your soul. Knight of Swords, you sharp keener. So Knight of Swords, you have a lot of strong mental energy. Look at this. We have a Knight, we have a Queen of Wands, but you're feeling like maybe you're not confident enough in this energy too, because the Knight of Swords is like sort of like an adolescent with thoughts. So there's a lot of really cool, fun ideas that you have, but I feel like they haven't really made it past this stage. Or it's just like maybe you've taken an idea and you've put it into action, then you stopped. Which is fine, because some people just got really excited. Like for me personally, like with the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands, there's a lot of really fun, fiery energy where you're like, yes, I'm going to do this. This is an idea I have. You buy all the things for it. You do it once and then you just never touch it again. Or you do it a couple times, or you do it really sporadically. But I'm seeing that you want to maybe make something more out of this than just every once in a while. But maybe you're scared of the commitment that it's taking to do that, or maybe the mental energy, or maybe you want to disperse your energy a little bit more into other things. You don't want to necessarily focus on one passion or one interest. You may be very versatile, very passionate. Impulsive. I would say impulsive, but not for the sake of being like naive, for the sake of following your heart and following your passion. What do you have control over, my friend? Page of Swords and Eight of Wands. Ha ha ha. So Page of Swords representing feeling a little stifled. You're not really sure how to get this off the ground. You're not really sure who to talk to. You're not really sure where to get the information from, but this is something you have control over. These are in the little hand spots of my little human tarot structure. Page of Swords is telling you that you might not have the information, you might feel naive, but you're able to get the information. As well as with the Knight of Swords, I'm seeing like, you have clearly found the information about what you need to do in the past. You can do it again. It's just about putting it into action. Because I'm seeing also the Eight of Wands. There's a lot of quick moving action, quick moving, boom, boom, boom. Lots of wands here. A lot of being like, yeah. And on one side, there's a lot of like action. On the other side, there's a lot of like slow moving energy. So you're just kind of like, I don't really know what I want to go for. But when you are passionate about it and you want to go for it, it's going to go forward maybe a little bit quicker than you'd like. But just be aware that by doing the research and understanding the things that you need to do for yourself mentally in order to prepare for this is going to be important, because the idea is great, but understand and consider the mental energy that's going to be needed, and slot yourself some time. Because with this passion card, if you're operating just off of passion, then you're only going to do it when you want to do it. Whereas if you want to succeed, you have to do it even when you don't want to do it. So you're going to have to create a schedule for yourself, be a little bit more rigid mentally, and be able to structure this better for yourself so you can really move forward with your ideas, because I'm seeing that you have a lot of them, and a lot of them come quite quickly. But there's a lot of it kind of gets off the ground and then it just stops and it stifles. So that's really going to help you get back on track, is being able to focus this mental energy into the right areas of your life, and be able to just feel confident in the direction that you're moving. So let's take a look at some more stability cards. So 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords. So I'm seeing that you need to stop with the kind of over splurging and overabundance. So you might be overspending, you might be using your resources incorrectly, but this is really going to create stability for you. So understanding your limitations on what you need to do. This is the luxury and abundance card, which is fine. This doesn't necessarily mean you have to give up everything that you love doing, but just understand that there needs to be some sacrifices made, maybe some leisure time, some things that maybe you would consider luxuries, just to kind of put them aside a little bit while you're focusing a bit more on feeding this mental energy. Because this mental energy is going to be really important, but because you're kind of spreading yourself a little bit too thin, and you're not creating a structure for yourself, and you're kind of maybe focusing a little bit too much on leisure, or buying things, or going out and doing things other than this, if this is something you really want to focus on, you're going to have to focus on it. You're going to have to put a few of these things aside, but know that you're still going to live your life to the fullest, and you're still going to enjoy yourself. Regardless. And as well as when you put this into action, when you flourish this energy, it's going to come out and it's going to be really good for you. Because I'm feeling with this, there's maybe a period of defeat that you felt, a period of you're exhausted mentally, maybe you were experiencing some depression or a low time in your life, but I'm seeing that you're coming out of that now. You're having the strength, you're getting your fire back, and you're just yep, I want to start this. So keep this ball rolling with this fire energy, because it's going to help keep you out of this heavier space here. And as much as you maybe like to enjoy your leisure time doesn't offer creative time for you. The best thing to keep yourself out of this darker space, this heavier space that maybe you were going through before, is to focus on creation rather than just thought. Creation is really going to give you that fulfillment. It's going to keep you happy. It's going to keep you satisfied. Learning new things is going to keep you satisfied. But if you continue to kind of go in the same cycle as you do when you're feeling sad and you're feeling down, even when you're feeling unmotivated, then you're going to just keep falling back into the same mental trap that's going on here. Whereas I'm seeing there's a lot of fiery, lovely, wonderful mental energy that you can be using for creation, even when you're feeling crappy. Even when you're feeling shitty, you can still create something, even if it's an expression of your rage. Take a paintbrush and scribble it on a canvas. It doesn't have to be pretty. Art doesn't have to be pretty. Or, piece of paper, and just vent out what you're feeling. Create these ideas, put passion into your emotions, and really feed that part of yourself, because it's going to help drive you forward, and it's going to, and it's going to keep you out of this darker space, and it's actually going to give you more fulfillment, I feel than what you're doing right now. As much as you think that it's a sacrifice, that it's kind of giving some things up, you're actually going to gain so much more in the long run. That's kind of what I'm getting from this, essentially. Let's take a peek at your addition cards. Okay, we have gift, divine inspiration, and awakening. So yeah, I'm seeing, especially with the inspiration, is finding that thing that keeps you fiery, that level of creation, that level of excitement. With the gift as well, you can create things, make things for people, or do that creative sense and share it with the world. It's really going to open up your heart and allow you to flourish and really connect with people. It's going to help you awaken this fiery, more passionate aspect of yourself, and really kind of keep the ball rolling. And with the put others first. Oh, how interesting. Well, it's also encouraging you to connect with others, maybe connect creatively. Sometimes it's really good to have a support system around this. So if you're prone to kind of going through highs and lows, Sometimes if you're not doing this for yourself, if you can find a really good friend or something that can help you through some of this darker time, if you do hit this bottom again, working and helping other people is actually going to really bring you up. It's gonna reignite this fire if you're ever feeling low again too. So if you're feeling like I don't have any creative energy, go out and do something for somebody else, hold open a door, reconnect with humanity, reconnect with creation, and then it'll kind of reignite this Ace of Wands again, and it'll start again, and then you'll find the energy of creation through that again, and then you'll find that nice energy. We're gonna pop over here and we're gonna do a charm reading. This over here. Okay, so germ-related quartz, there's some things that you need to cleanse within your heart, within yourself. There's a little bit of stress going on in terms of your heart center. So reconnecting again with put others first, reconnecting with your support system, and some of these ideas is really going to help, as well as the Taurus represent a lot of family. Taurus is really family oriented, so they're also very stubborn, which is great. And so reconnecting with your family, the things that you love, the things that make you happy, is going to be fantastic. A lot of beauty over here, so I'm seeing some blooming, but you're maybe still a little bit contained in this this fiery aspect and this fiery element, but I'm seeing you're going to flourish and you're going to bloom into a lovely flower of wonderful. And as well as this over here is kind of keeping yourself grounded, but realizing that like this level of like introversion and isolation is kind of creating less stability. So bringing that, maybe, bringing this guy over here to the family. So really like counting on your family and your foundation and your support system is going to help you, as well as the luck. So you're going to be kind of rediscovering new aspects about yourself, kind of unlocking new ways of thinking, and essentially unleashing yourself, because right now with the lock being closed, you're contained. You're still quite contained, but you do have that capability of really opening up and allowing yourself to unleash your greatest self. And this one's upside down, which is interesting. It's like work. I don't think so. So you are willing to put in the work because it's upside down. That's kind of what I see, what I think. So don't be afraid to take those steps forward and really lean on your support system. Lean on those good aspects of yourself and those aspects of the creation that you have within, because yeah, I see you're a very creative, enthusiastic, passionate individual. Fantastic. So yeah, that's a great reading. So just definitely follow that passion of creation, find ways to awaken that aspect of yourself, and kind of, influence the world with it, because you got a lot of ideas, and I think it's really good to kind of spread those guys out. If you enjoyed your reading today, please give me a thumbs up. Love to hear in the comments below if it's something that resonated with you. I would love to hear, or you can tell me you totally hated it. That's okay too, because you're entitled to opinions and all that stuff, and it's the internet, so whatever. But yes, do enjoy your reading. I wish you the best of luck in your ventures, and subscribe if you enjoyed and you would like more. I'd love to hear your feedback on maybe some different types of videos that you'd like me to do. I'm happy to hear if you have any suggestions. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. We are deck number 4. Hello, my little adventuring friends. Look at this. This is lovely. I love this crystal. I picked this up yesterday. Isn't it like fabulous? It's like a delicious color. Yes, I said a crystal is a delicious color, but I don't even care, because yeah. Hello, group number 4. How are you going to rediscover yourself? So we're going to take a peekaboo. These are our 2 clarifying cards. So we're going to pop that there. We're going to pop that there, and we're going to go ahead and do our spread. So here we go, here we go. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 ba-da-bum, bum, bum. You get a little tune while I'm putting these out, just for the record. Don't have any music, because, copyright and all that, so I just got to make my own. All right, group number 4, how are you going to rediscover yourself? Let's figure this out, all right? Let's figure this out together. You're not alone. We got to figure this out. Boom. Mental energy head card. So this is the head card. I make a little person here. We got head, shoulders, hands, heart, or internal organs, whatever you want to do. And then the stability, which is the little feetsies. They look like a little human. He's so cute. So anyways, I digress. 7 of Swords representing kind of like a lot of internalized energy, just like not knowing whether or not to trust yourself, your own mental energy, your own ways of thinking. Maybe you're hoarding a lot of thoughts, or you're just kind of I don't want to say it's selfish energy, but it's really internalized. You're just like, I don't know, like you're keeping all your ducks in a row. You're just feeling really like maybe nervous or afraid. With the mermaids here, you know, they're seeing these like swords for the first time, and they're like, oh, I don't know what these are. These are so interesting and so weird. But just keep in mind that these ideas can also be sharp. So you're exploring different ideas and keeping a lot of ideas close to you, but you're just not entirely sure of if these ideas are something that's going to work for you, if that's something that you really want to go forward with, or if those ideas are going to actually cause you harm, or there's just a lot of mental energy in general. Makes sense for, you know, needing to rediscover yourself and whatnot. So you're uncertain, and you're uncertain of your own thoughts. You're uncertain of what you need to keep close to you, and you're kind of having a little bit of hesitation in where you're spending your mental energy. Let's pop over to the things that are on your shoulders. Page of Pentacles and the Moon. So I'm seeing that with the Page of Pentacles, initially what I'm getting is there could be a child involved in this. That's one side of it, being a, generalized reading. That could be one side of it. The other side of it, Page of Pentacles, means that you're having a lot of new ideas in terms of career, in terms of adventure, and material possessions and whatnot. You might be a little bit more minimalistic in what you want in life. You might feel like you're just maybe you have a little bit too much and you need to reduce the amount that you have. But I'm also seeing like hard work. So a lot of hard work going in on your part. You're trying to try out new adventures, whether it be new jobs, new ways of thinking in terms of career, or your structure around you. But the Page of Pentacles is weighing on your shoulders. So that kind of, to me, represents that maybe you're not really feeling like you're responsible enough to handle some of the more difficult financial decisions in life. You might be feeling like you're a little bit, you need a little bit of guidance, and you might feel like you maybe don't have all your ducks in a row in terms of finances, in terms of where you're living, in terms of more solid structure. And I'm seeing this is causing a lot of conflict with the Moon upside down. So it's causing a lot of emotion. You're not trusting yourself because maybe you just don't know. You don't have all those practical elements in your capability and in your mind. And it's creating a lot of emotional confusion for you, and you're just not entirely sure which direction you should take or where you should spend your mental energy. You're kind of like internalized, and the Moon energy is represented like you're keeping it all inside. This actually reminds me a lot of pile 2 in some ways, but the Moon card here is definitely that intuition, that feminine power. You might be acting a little bit distant, a little bit cold, because you're just not entirely sure about where to go from here. You're trying to figure it out, and you're holding onto your thoughts quite tightly. You're not necessarily sharing them, and you don't want to share them because you don't want to feel like, you don't want people to see you as this Page of Pentacles. You don't want people to think you're inexperienced, or you're not smart enough, or you're not strong enough, or anything like that. But just know that's not the case. The Page of Pentacles is definitely, it's a starting, it's a starting place for this, material sort of financial place. But know that everybody's got to start somewhere. You might be really good at one thing, but maybe, finances, practicality isn't your thing. So be okay with that. Understand that that's not something that maybe is necessarily your strong suit, but you don't need to beat yourself up about it. And you definitely don't need to shut yourself off of people because of it. Admit your defeats, admit the things that you're not necessarily good at, so you will allow room for yourself to grow. And you know which pieces of mental energy to hold on to. It's okay to not be experienced in some things. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to research, figure things out. It does not mean that you are not intelligent, because you are. You definitely are intelligent because you have a lot of this mental thought energy here. So trust in that. Let's take a look at what you have control over here, just so we can make you feel a little better here. Queen of Wands, 4 of Swords. Okay, so tying into the Page of Pentacles initially, what's popping out to me is the 4 of Swords is you're kind of ready to kind of get up and stop feeling sorry for yourself in a way. And I'm sending you lots of love, and I don't mean that in a harsh way at all. But the 4 of Swords is kind of represented as feeling like mentally exhausted and resting, and now you're at this point where you're like, yep, I know I need to do something about this. I know I need to move forward with this, especially in terms of Page of Pentacles. You know that you need to do something about this. You know that you need to look more into your finances, look more into your structure, look more into what you need to do in order to mature and grow in this Page of Pentacles sense, in this sense where you need to get a little bit more wise when it comes to your finances, a little bit more wise when it comes to your material possessions. And that's okay, because like you're ready for it. It's time. And the Queen of Wands also representing, it's interesting how we got like a very water moon energy, and then the wand fire energy, both very powerful, strong cards. You have control over this really strong aspect of yourself because you have a fire energy inside of you, and you could definitely move forward with ideas with passion, excitement, and vigor. So embracing this aspect of yourself, embracing that, you know what, you can get it done. If you want to get it done, you're going to get it done. But you just have to understand that there maybe needs to be some more practical things put into this system. And you need to kind of get out of some of this old mental ways of thinking, because I'm seeing as well, it's like the Seven of Swords. You're kind of needing to come out of this period of confusion, this period of rest, this period of discord, in a way, mental discord. I'm just going to flip over the middle one because I'm feeling like that's the direction we're going. Five of Swords. Okay, it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. You want to take action, but you're scared of pain. You're scared of getting hurt. You're scared of people deceiving you. You're scared of, even if it's not necessarily a malicious energy, you know that like maybe the actions that you need to take aren't going to actually hurt you that much. But I feel like it's kind of in your head that it's going to hurt you a lot more than it actually will if things do not end up turning out. Know that you're strong. Queen of Wands energy represents a lot of passion, a lot of fire, but this is a lot of passion, fire energy. Sorry, a little soundtrack there. Hi, boy. Kitty cat, kitty cat. Sorry, my kitty cat came to visit. But the moon energy and the fire energy is representative of like finding this balance within yourself. So trusting that you do have the power and the emotional energy to create these decisions, and to understand that, yeah, sometimes the things in life are going to cause a little bit of pain, a little bit of discomfort for you. You're going to have to move a little bit out of your comfort zone. I'm seeing that the Four of Swords is really representative of maybe getting up out of that situation, but know that, it's going to go a long way. And in order to really truly see what's going on in the situation, you're going to have to be open to the risks of the possibility of, having a little bit of mental energy, a little bit of hurt in here, because, that's life, right? And that's going to be okay. That's okay. That's just going to be the result of taking action. Sometimes you're going to fail. Sometimes you're going to succeed. But that's essentially what's in your heart. You're afraid of that, which makes sense, starting on these new ventures, especially with this Page of Pentacles here, and understanding some of the deeper aspects of yourself is really gonna cause a lot of discomfort, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be bad discomfort. I'm going to see growth from this. Let's do the two supporting cards at the bottom. So Strength, wow, that's great, and the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. So these two things are really going to help. Trusting in yourself, the Strength card tying into the Queen of Wands, being a lot of fiery, passionate energy. Understanding that you have the power, you have the strength to move forward through the situation with grace, nonetheless, because we have a lion here, a graceful, proud lion. You're going to be able to move through this without appearing naive. You're going to be able to really understand the greatest strengths of yourself. You're going to improve these aspects of yourself, which is fantastic. You're going to come out stronger, and you're going to feel more confident in the Page of Pentacles too. With the Four of Pentacles, understanding what you need to preserve and what you need to hold on to. Maybe you're overspending. Maybe that's tying into the Page of Wands. With the Four of Pentacles, meaning that you're just kind of like holding on to all of your assets super close because you're maybe scared of change. You're scared of things changing. You're scared of letting some aspects go. But understanding in doing that, it might feel uncomfortable, thus the Five of Swords, but you're definitely going to see a lot of reward coming from this, because the Four of Pentacles does really tie into just kind of like that self-preservation mode. And yeah, learning what's important, what you can like let go of in terms of the way you see this guy. He's like holding all of the pentacles here. He's like nice and close to your heart, which it will be good because you need to understand what you need to let go of and what you need to hold on to. That's going to actually really develop you in this sense, because allowing yourself to understand that you might not necessarily be holding on to the right things, and understanding what's important to you, where your priorities lie, and what you should be really focusing on. Should you be spending less? Should you be conserving more? Should you be getting rid of some things, maybe selling some of your things? But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But have the strength to do that. And you definitely have to take action, my friend. I'm sorry, but you have to take action. It's time to get up and it's time to move forward with this, because you need to let go of this fear of getting hurt or this fear of transition. There's just a lot of confused mental energy here, and I'm feeling like it's thwarting you. It's not allowing you to move forward. This confused mental energy tied in with the feeling that you're just not materially enough is going to thwart you. You need to have confidence that you need to like let go of this belief system, this aspect, because there's a new phase of life coming here for you. And it's all going to work out because you do have the strength and you do have the power. And you do have the resources too, which is what I'm getting with the Four of Pentacles. Let's take a peek at your clarifying cards. So, love fiercely, sensually, love fiercely, love, fire, sensuality, and fertility. So I'm seeing like a lot of passion, a lot of love in this. So coming into the strength card, coming into the fire card. So understanding that, you know, flourishing that more passionate aspect of yourself. Find the passion within what you're doing, in getting yourself out of this mental sword energy. So put more fire in your life, more excitement. Find the passion that's in yourself, because they might be like a little bit thwarted right now because of like this feeling of like immaturity and this mental confusion. But like love fiercely, like do the things that you need to do in order to be happy, in order to really grow and expand and be your fantastic bloody self, because you're fantastic, okay? And say no. So this also comes from learning where to spend your mental energy, my friend. So like if you're finding that maybe there's too many people offering opinions, financial opinions, Page of Pentacles, you know, maybe they see you or they see you struggling and they're like, hey, like you should do this, you should do that, you should do this. And there's going to be advice coming left and right, left and right, left and right. But you need to just be able to be confident in yourself and be like, you know what, that's not going to work for me. So knowing which direction you want to move, and knowing what to hold on to, again with the Four of Pentacles, it's going to really allow you to be like, okay, what do I want to keep? What do I do not want to keep? Does this value align with this? Like if somebody's like, oh, I need you to do this or I need you to do that, and I mean, if it's a job, you know, you kind of got to, but like if it's like a life situation or something that you're not comfortable with, if it goes against your values and what you want to hold on to, it's okay to say no. Because you need to have that confidence in yourself to be like, you know what, no, it doesn't actually work for me. But knowing what you want is going to help you. It's really going to help you, because if you don't know what you want, then you're not going to be able to say no, because you're just going to go with the flow. You're just going to go with everything, and you're just going to be bad. You're going to be beat around, and you're just not really going to feel like you have control of your life. And you're also not going to gain this level up from the Pentacles, because you're not going to find that maturity within yourself, because you're so used to like maybe following somebody else's guidance or being influenced by other people's decisions and thoughts. But you need to kind of get out of this mental space, because once you feel confident in yourself, people are going to stop doubting you in that page sense, and they're not going to tell you what to do anymore, because you're going to have it all figured out, and you're not going to seem confused. Because right now, with your energy being stifled, it doesn't seem like you're taking a lot of action, which is why a lot of people are feeling like they need to give you advice and tell you what to do, or get in your mental space or your mental energy, but have the strength and the self-love to be able to know what you want and to be like, you know what, no. So really spend some time with yourself. Write out a list of pros and cons. What is important to you? What are your values? I know it might sound a little bit cheesy, but when you're feeling emotionally thwarted or you're a little bit confused emotionally, you can go back to that list and read through it and be like, does this align with what I believe, what I value? And if you're feeling defensive about something, you can also see that. Is this actually something that I need to fight over? Is this actually something I need to resist? And if it's like, no, I'm just worried about getting hurt, or, you know, whatever that is, then you can get over it a lot easier. I'm going to go ahead and do a little charm reading for you too. It's a little bit of a da-da-da-da. Wow, there's a lot going on here. I'm going to go ahead and turn that so you can kind of see. Can you see? I think you can see. So I'm just going to hold this here and maybe a little easier. Okay, so we have the mouse, which is upside down. So there's like a little bit of worry, kind of like hiding a little bit, like a mouse. Look at him. He's so cute. And he's like upside down. He's like, I don't know if I can do it. He's like kind of hiding a little bit. And the Libra energy upside down is kind of representative of like having a hard time finding that balance because of that worry. I'm also seeing that this kind of ties into belief systems. So again, you're worrying so much about balancing these belief systems that but you're not even really sure what those belief systems are. Like you need to figure out what you want. So like traditionally, like religiously, spiritually, in terms of direction of life, in terms of your commitments, but this is more like your values. This is more like your true core beliefs as a human being. You're not really taking a look at what you actually care about, what you actually want to balance. And then it's just creating a lot of like worry, unnecessary worry, because you just need to understand like what do you actually value, what's actually important to you. Let's take a peek in the corner here. We have a leaf. Our leaf is like, turning over a new leaf. So I'm seeing that there's a fresh start that's going to be happening for you here, which is fantastic. That's all I'm getting from that. So again, tying into like tradition, tying into like belief systems, another tradition thing here. So there's no cash value. So this is kind of representative of maybe like feeling like you're not materially ready to, get into a commitment or get into a new situation because you're like, oh my gosh, do I have enough money? Do I have enough resources? Well, yes, you do. You're just creating this situation and you're thwarting yourself because you have this belief that you're not financially ready. But you need to know that in order to move forward, you need to get yourself out of this way of thinking because it's like a cycle. It's like, I don't know what I want, I'm scared, and I don't know what to believe. I don't know what I want, I'm scared, and I don't know what to believe. It's just like a cycle over here, and it's kind of like keeping this like this turning over a new leaf kind of far away because you need to understand what you want. That's what you need to do in life. You need to understand what you want before you can actually move forward with this. This is really important for you. And watch videos on it. Like, it's okay. You can like look up different things. So I'm seeing here we have an elephant. So the elephant is a lot about companionship, seeing like love here. So this could be a relationship as well as the ring. So I'm seeing some relationship stuff going on here as well as the moon. So finding the deeper aspects of yourself, understanding what you want, remembering the things that are important to you as the elephant is there. A lot of family, community, and then love essentially. So love yourself, love the darker aspects of yourself. And the light aspects of yourself, and be okay for like exploring different levels of depth in yourself as well. Like, don't be afraid of this depth, because you need it in order to discover what's important to you, and what's going to really help you in your situation. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun, so that's really going to help you, hopefully. Find where you're going in life, what direction you want to go, what's going to restart some of the passions, and help drive you forward, help motivate you, and help make you feel like a more fulfilled and happy individual, because you really need to rediscover these amazing aspects of yourself because they're all there, they're all present, and you're fantastic. If you enjoyed this reading today, please give me a thumbs up. I would love to have you as a subscriber. You're all fantastic, fabulous people. And if you would love to make a suggestion in the comments as well as the type of reading that you'd like if there's a different type of reading that you'd like me to do, I'd be happy to listen to your suggestions. But yeah, good luck with all of this. I totally believe in you 100%. You are confident, you are wonderful, and you got this. Well, enjoy the rest of your fantastic day, you fabulous human.